Hi, Maxie. Hey, babe. Ma. Hey. Hey. All right, so I just got back from. He's starting to cry. Of course he is. I had to switch to my phone because all my cameras died because I just haven't filmed in weeks. Oh, there's always makeup there. I have a lot I wanted to I don't know. Like I think I'm kind of all over the place with my day, but really there's just the two things I need to do. I need to grade some papers. I was speaking with my dad. I had lunch with my dad yesterday, and he was telling me that he was an adjunct at a community college, a local college here, a few years ago, and he told me what they pay, and I was just shook because I was always wondering. So I teach adjunct at a university that's not in my state. My lips are so burnt. I accidentally put acne. I was rushing through my routine one night and I put my acne treatment on. Anyway, my lips are just burnt, like recovering from having pretty much just tretinoin on them, and it's just, they hurt so bad. But anyway, yeah, he was just telling me that they paid like $1,500 a semester for each class, and I just thought that was insane because all of my classes are $5,000 a semester. Like each class at the university I teach at is $5,000 a semester, so it's like $1,000 a month, roughly for each class, which isn't terrible when it's your part-time job, you know. But actually, you can make it your full-time job. That was really my goal. I wanted to get like 4 or 5 classes, to just do that. But anyway, I was just shook that he said that. And then his school only paid every 8 weeks, which is insanity. Like, I don't know how that even, what? But yeah, so I felt kind of lucky when he was saying that because I've been just kind of agitated with the job search. Like, I didn't really start I job searched like immediately from layoffs last May. But then about June, I was like, you know what? Like for 2 weeks, I like just applied, just like, I guess like a panic applied. And then June, I was like, whatever. I got Coldplay tickets. Like that's all I cared about. That's all I cared about. I was like, listen, the tickets are secure. I'll be fine. And so then about the concert was like in September, and then about October, I was like, all right. And then I was taking theater classes, and I dropped out of those classes because it was just really, I don't know, like I need an adult class. I was there with freshmen at a community college, and it just felt so immature. Even the teacher felt immature, actually. So, but anyway, so I wasn't distracted with like things anymore, and I was like, I need a job. So I've been like searching since October, and let me tell you, I've been interviewing since October, and like every job I've interviewed with that I actually wanted, like that was like an actual like something I was taking seriously, it's been like 6 rounds of interviews, like 2 months of interviewing with the same company for the same position. And it's insane. And one of the companies, they went with someone else, but they were like, hey, we're passing your resume over to another team for this position on that team, so you hear from them soon. So this is a company I spoke with for 6 rounds of interviews and an assessment, and then they transferred me to a different department, and I went through 3 rounds with that department and then got a no. So it was like pretty much 3 months speaking to this company, which is insanity. And then there's another company who I've been working with for a while, and now I'm still doing the same process with them. It's been 6 rounds of 1 interview, assessment, second interview. Then I had a double interview, like back to back with 2 different people. And so, yeah, that's just it's too much, you know? And it's discouraging. Like, it's like, man, I don't want to re-enter this world because, you know, it can all feel so toxic. Like when you're working all day. I don't think I've ever worked at a non-toxic company. And like every environment I've ever worked in was toxic. So I don't know if one exists. Maybe you have to create it. I don't know. But I was speaking with a friend the other day just about our life goals and career goals. And it just felt so good to hear someone say, I don't want to work. Like, I want to do a lot of different things. And he was saying he wants a coffee shop. And I was like, me too. I've been thinking about that for a while. Or like a tea room. Really, I would like a pet store, or like a pet store with a coffee shop in it. I don't know what I'm like. There's just so much. And I have like visions, like I have journals of my goals and my dreams. And it's just like, there's just so many of them. Like, I don't think I'm the person to stick to one thing my whole life. Like, maybe it's like every decade switch it up. I don't know. But yeah. And then my TV subscription expired. So I'm stuck with that ugly picture instead of the cute art I had. I just don't want to keep paying for art. So I think I'm going to download some images I want to use there, because I'm not going to keep, like, why am I doing that? Why am I paying for and yet another subscription? Why? But and I need to take down my Valentine's Day decoration. But anyway, it was just nice hearing someone else say it, because sometimes I feel cuckoo. Like, sometimes I don't feel lazy. I'm not lazy at all. I think anybody who goes through grad school is not lazy. They might be kind of crazy though, so maybe that's what I'm feeling. And I've been considering getting my doctorate during this time, just because I'm like, man, do I even want this? But then it's like, that's because I was thinking about teaching full time. And although I do want to teach, I don't know if I'm committed enough to get a doctorate to teach. But then I also would enjoy research, like doing research for a living. I don't know. I've been thinking a lot about urban development and how I can relate that to all of my grad school studies were focused on race and disability representation within media, but also I tied in animals into it. My thesis is focused on meat consumption and dissociation between meat and its animal of origin. And I don't know, so I was thinking maybe I could tie urban development into that, like how there are certain stores in certain neighborhoods, like certain neighborhoods have access to better quality food. And also because I've worked in, what do you even call it? Nonprofit, sure, but I don't know what you call it, but I've worked with a lot of homeless shelters and a lot of nonprofits that assist lower income families. And it just, I don't know, I'm seeing it all. Like, I see that that's something I care about, but also what I really care about within this like bubble is where the animals go. Like, where are the animals going? Because a lot of shelters don't allow it, and it just tears me up when I see people having to surrender their animals so that they can have a roof over their head. And it's just, it gets me every time. But so thinking about that, but also don't want to work. Like, I also just want a garden and to exist and to travel. But I know I have to work, so so what can I do? But also, like, my job will never be my life, so that's nice to know. I'm glad I know that, because a lot of people don't know it, and a lot of people make their jobs their lives. And I did that once upon a time just because I was just so caught up. And it was like during the pandemic, remote, so it was like I was always on. And also this company was toxic, so you had to always be on, like even during your lunch. I remember one time I took a lunch break and someone was like, where were you? And I'm like, sis, you didn't see the sandwich emoji I had for Slack, like my status? And it was like 12 o'clock too. She was like, well, you need to tell me when you're taking a lunch. And I'm like, no, the fuck I don't, But anyway, yeah. So those types of environments I never want to return to, where I'm being micromanaged. But I don't know if that's ever gonna happen, just because of a lot of reasons. But anyway, I think I really just wanted to check in because I haven't filmed in a while. Like, I even had to clear off my phone. So both of my batteries for my camera are dead because I started filming on my camera and then it just died. And then my phone was just full, so I had to clear some stuff. So I just really haven't been like here in a while, and I just wanted to check in. I've been moving really slowly lately, and like one of my goals, I chose a word for the year, and the word for this year is surrender. And I think I just add on an extra word every quarter to like that goes with the word surrender, like that goes with that mission of surrendering. It's just last year was so hard, and I had to let go of a lot of things last year, and I'm still letting go of people and things this year. And so the focus is just surrendering, and that's what I've been fighting to do during this process of interviewing. It is so draining though, just interviewing constantly and then just wondering when are they gonna call me. And then also, you know, just a lot of things. There's a lot of moving parts in my life right now, and it's just incredibly draining. So I've been moving slower. But I'm going to New Orleans this weekend with my mom for her birthday. Next week, I'm going camping. The following week, I'm finally catching up on skin treatments. I'm excited. I'm getting a peel just because I have not had one in so long. Just because, like, I had a year salary saved up. So, like, and then we got 2 months severance. So, like, being laid off wasn't super scary. But I was like, I'm not going to just willy-nilly spend the way I usually do because, like, I had to choose what was priority. And then the dogs got sick last summer. So my skin has just taken the back seat. And it's so upsetting because I've, like, dedicated so much money, time, and energy into my skincare because I have dealt with acne my entire life, and I was finally getting into the groove of it. I had a routine, and just stress. Life came, and like everything just went backwards. Like I took a good 5 steps backwards with my skin, and it's totally okay. You know, like I'll catch up again. But you know, but I'm excited for that just because, you know, I'm excited to get back in there with my esthetician. And then spring is coming, so I got to get the skin on fleek. Do people still say that? No, they don't. But anyway, I really just want to check in. I'm gonna go clean up. I'm not excited about this, but you know, I'm gonna do it.